everyone, and welcome to Special Winner Interaction hosted by Scholarship Card and ABC London. I'm Simran. Today we are at President School, Gurgaon to meet three exceptional young students who have made Indian proud, becoming winners of the 2026 International Space Competition. First of all, congratulations to all three of our young, remarkable achievement. It's a pleasure to have you all with us today, and we are looking forward to learning more about your journey, your teamwork, and the innovative thinking that led to incredible success. So let's begin. It's remarkable achievement. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. And we are looking forward to learn more about your journey, your teamwork, and the innovation thinking that led to incredible success. So let's begin.
Hi all, I am Eva Daya and I currently study in 10th grade.
Hi, I'm Vatslika Negi. I'm from Presidium School, Gurgaon.
Hello, I'm Sanaya. I study in 10th grade in Presidium School.
First of all, how does it feel to be international winners? Was this something you ever imagined?
It feels exceptional to be an international winner, still a bit unreal and overwhelming for us. When we registered for this competition, we were a day late, so we weren't even expecting that they might even take us in the competition. But when they did, it was indeed a very happy moment for us. And winning this was like our Eureka moment, wherein we were so happy and overjoyed with everything that happened.
Honestly, it still feels a bit surreal. And when the top 10 finalist list came, my parents thought that Eva was actually joking with us and we actually never qualified. But yeah, then we realized that we actually did qualify. This journey was amazing and it gave us a lot of confidence. We now believe that yes, there's nothing in the world that we can't achieve.
Close to the physical reaction, when we got that email, I was totally in shock. From the mail to telling our teachers, everyone was extremely proud, receiving congratulations from our relatives, countless blessings from everyone. That was the moment it felt this is real.
Let's go back to the beginning. How did you first hear about the competition and what made you decide to participate?
This is a bit unexpected way of hearing, but it was a early Saturday morning and I was on the ground with my friend and then we decided to go for a short walk. That's when he told me that he's participating in such things. And when I particularly heard about this competition, the International Space Competition, it just sparked my interest because all my past conversations and days has been going into talking about Elon Musk, SpaceX, Tesla, and all the advancements that are happening in space. And plus, my interest in engineering just added more thrill to it. That's when I told Sonia ma'am, and we took this project ahead along with my amazing team members.
So, from starting, you were passionate in this field.
Yeah, it's actually quite a paradox because I'm a bit scared of space, but engineering is something that has always, been exciting to me. Also because of my dad, he has been a hardware engineer, and yeah, that's all.
Great. So, this was a team competition. How did you three of you came together? What do you think makes the great team?
We three are actually classmates. And when Sonia ma'am announced about the competition, me and Vatslika were extremely excited about it that yes, we are definitely going to participate. Then we talked to Eva and then we three decided that yeah, we would make a great team and we would participate. But something that makes us a really great team is the bond and trust that we share. We three are great friends. We are very open with each other. So yeah, whenever there was some problem or maybe someone was not available, the other would cover it up for us, the work. So yeah, I think the trust that we have with each other is the major factor that makes us a really great team.
What was the most exciting part of your entire journey from preparing to finally becoming winners?
The most exciting part of the journey might sound like the most boring part to others. It was the research. We were so passionate and into this project that we decided to go to every depth possible. We wanted to build something new, something different, something that can possibly change. And building a Martin Gateway is no easy deal. You have to research into everything, every field. And yeah, we just ended up using all our AI subscriptions since we're in the era of technology. It was a great help. And then we did a lot of reading and we just synthesized our brains out to get to the core of it. So that was the most exciting part, the knowledge and the confidence that we had.
Every competition comes with challenges. So, what was the toughest part of your team and how did you overcome it together?
So the biggest, like I would say, the most toughest part in this whole competition started before even the competition began. The day we registered, we were one day late for the registration date, and we were like not even sure that will they accept our registration or not. So instead of taking this as a discourage, we took this as a motivation for us, and we divided ourselves into our strengths, and we constantly helped each other, which made us a strong team, and even took setbacks as something to overcome rather than an excuse to just give up. So I think this um, would make us a good and stronger and determined team.
Basically, registering late was like a catalyst for us to work even more hard, and that just fueled up to the fire inside us and
Maybe
we
that's
made
the
it.
reason
Yeah.
you all cracked it. Can you tell us about your Martin Gateway project? What was the idea behind it?
So basically, before talking about Martin Gateway, space is now something that has all eyes on because we have AI already into the world and we're researching everything possible on Earth. Now, something that makes it more inquisitive is space. Space is the unexplored field as of now. And there are so many technological advancements that are already happening in space, including various missions that are being launched. Now, coming to Martian Gateway, Mars is the nearest planet, and possibly because we have exhausted almost all the resource on Earth, and the future generations definitely are in danger. Mars is something that can actually help us get out of it. So, when we got to know about the Martian Gateway, it was pretty exciting for us because all of us as children have also watched that movie Mission Mangal, so it was like pretty nostalgic also. And that's when Martian Gateway was not just about building a project, it was about building something that connects. Martian Gateway connected us to something we have been thinking for long. Secondly, we face a lot of challenges because Mars is pretty much far away from the sun, which weakens the solar power. Then the communication delay to Earth. It's not at the brink of an ice, and then we can just reach there, right? And thirdly was the power, the nuclear power, and how are we gonna make it all, and the radiation. But yes, we worked on this, we came together, and that's when we even built a few new technologies which are not yet existent. And that's when we came together and we thought of a solution that will maybe stand out and make it even more stronger.
So, this question you might relate. If you had more time, what would you improve or add to Martin Gateway design?
I believe that our current design actually covers up most of the basic and major requirements. But if we had more time, I would like to make the whole thing more reliable. I would like to test the radiation shielding, which is made up of water and polythene panels. I would like to test it under major harsh conditions, basically, so that it can be made more reliable. And then to make it more sustainable, I would like to work on the nuclear fission power that we are using. Like it's
That's changing. It's something that people are talking about. Even NASA, current affairs, because I've worked on these small NEP thrusters, which are so small in size, says they emit a large amount of energy, which is pretty amazing. So those are some things. Our main point is to work on our technology more and basically do the R&D on it, so that it can actually be used in future. So there was nothing as such we wanted to add. We just wanted to amplify what we have already done and get some expert advice because that's something we lagged behind. Talking to professors, talking to people who have already been working on this. So that's something we would like to in future
So,
talk about and work on.
was it easy to collect information about it or not?
It was not easy. We had to put a lot of efforts. A lot of reading was done. A lot of books and AI definitely, like I told. But yeah, it was all pretty insightful, I'd say.
If you could invent one technology to help humans live in space, so what would it be?
So I think that if I had a chance to invent one technology, it would be definitely smart radiation shielding material. So it would adapt the radiations to control it. So when we were making our Hermut project, so I realized the most biggest obstacle we faced was the radiation. So if we could control the radiations, it would be definitely like more practical and a safer way to live, and humans can more take missions on Mars.
So, winning an international competition at such a young age is a huge achievement. So, how has this experience inspired you, and has it changed the way you think about your future?
Definitely, it did. I mean, this was something we were not expecting, but yeah, hard work brings luck, and so did luck. So we were actually here where we are, and yeah, it just changed thinking that maybe we can do better. It changed our whole perspective about thinking about space and such competitions. Because as students, when we look at such competitions, we think that it's not possible. We're not going to win only, right? So yeah, definitely it helped us boost our self confidence and made us realize, oh, maybe we're not that bad, and we can work on it. The only perspective now that we actually won this competition, we want to take Hermood ahead of where it is, actually build it, and we want to work forward because all three of us are very passionate about engineering, aeronautical engineering mainly, and this just worked as something, helped us rush more faster to where we actually want to be.
So, where did you heard or found aeronautical engineering?
Aeronautical
I feel
engineering.
Sanaya is more passionate than both of us.
Yeah, so like whenever the talk of career came up, I was always the one who used to emphasize on aeronautical engineering. I like since childhood I've been very passionate and curious about space. So whenever I saw the movies about space, Interstellar, Mission Mangal, then they read about APJ Abdul Kalam, I was always very, like I used to believe that yes, I want to become an aeronautical engineer in the future.
Me personally is just more into engineering, not aeronautical engineering as such, but building something is always that I've yearned for and like doing from my childhood.
I think this competition has brought me a new perspective, as when you are participating in this competition and when you win it, you're just not just motivating yourself but even others around you. Like definitely it will empower others as well to try. At least I'm not saying that winning is only the thing. I feel that participation is the first step. And if you lose, then it might be a learning. And if you win, you need to push your limits up.
I mean, there have been so many competitions in the past, but that we have lost together.
Yes.
Yeah, that we have lost together. So yeah, but when they say that the sun comes when the dark is at the most peak, so that was like for us.
Correct.
Because there have been so many competitions we have been losing. I was like so down on motivation, but this just came like a
Boosted up,
sunrise for
boosted.
us.
So, have you already started thinking about what you had like to study in college or university? If yes, what interested you the most and why?
So personally, I have a lot of interest in law. I have a lot of interest in law, but if I would talk about my childhood, so as they told Mission Mangal, Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 3. So when I was in third grade, it sparked the interest of mine in space. And so when I got to know about this competition, it was like something is calling me back. And that's why me and my team members, we were totally enthusiastic to participate in this competition.
We definitely want to bring her mood to the people, to the world. We actually are very passionate on working on this and building it together because this is exceptional. This is amazing. And definitely, when you talk to more people, there are a lot of improvisations and suggestions they give you. And something that I have personally thought of me in future, as of now, is definitely engineering. And this competition just added, support to it. It
Global
was like a
exposure.
launch pad, yeah, for me. So yeah, the something I would like to pursue in future is also engineering as of now.
So yeah, this competition gave me a lot of exposure to what I love doing. So yeah, I realized that if I pursue aeronautical engineering, I would be actually enjoying my work rather than just doing it. So yeah, I would definitely pursue engineering or specifically aeronautical engineering in future, definitely.
Many students watching this interview might dream of participating in competitions like this one. What advice would you like to give them?
Firstly, I would like to say don't hold yourself back. Don't be underconfident. Because sometimes just standing in the line and being there, you never know when the stars might align for you the way it did for us. But that doesn't mean you don't have to work hard. You have to put in your efforts. But don't think of yourself as having less potential than others. Just believe in yourself, and the passion and the fire within you will do all the work. That's the best advice I'd like to give to someone watching this interview. Just go ahead with it.
Yes, I agree with Eva. Because if you won't participate, you won't get the opportunity. And opportunities don't come to you like forwardly. You need to go to them and find it and take it. So, what I feel is that if you ever get any opportunity, any competition you're interested in, you should definitely participate in it. And as I said earlier, if you ever lose it, take it as a learning, and if you win it, take it as your limit and push it even more forward.
So the advice that I like to give is that don't stick to one thing. Like that's the only thing I'll do in life. You should always explore other fields. Like yeah, like she was not interested in space that much. She was interested in law, but now that she participated, she realized that yeah, it's a really great thing to work on. So I would say that whenever you participate in such a thing, like don't expect that yeah, I'll win. Maybe you'll lose, maybe you'll win, you never know. So yeah, like don't be afraid to participate in any competition or opportunity that's coming in front of you.
If you can describe the whole journey in one word, so one word, what that would be?
I think you should say.
So, if I had a one word to describe this whole journey, it would be catalyst. So, this like journey and this competition changed the way I think about me and my future. So, I was usually too underconfident, or I used to think like I used to keep myself in my comfort zone. But when I participated in this competition, it just opened a new perspective in front of me, and it made me learn that in life, if something is coming in front of you, you should never deny for it, and you should take this opportunity, do your best, and whatever the result is, just trust yourself.
I would describe this journey in one word as transformative because this transformed the way I look at myself. I used to be very underconfident and I used to believe the only thing I'm good at is maybe academics only. Like scoring a bit good marks, average marks is the only thing, and there's not much I can do. But yeah, when we won, I was extremely happy and I thought that yes, there are many things I can do, and like there's nothing in the world you can't do. I think that's why I would say transformative.
I think this is very weird to say, but I'd like to describe my journey like a roller coaster. You know how you fear at the start
I
before
was
sitting,
expecting this word from you.
how you fear to sit on it, from the start, and then when it starts, you fear so much, but then you're like, you can do it, you can do it, and then the turns come, you go ups and downs. But what also matters are the people sitting right next to you, because when you have a good team, it makes it very easier. And there were a lot of setbacks that we had, but then at the end, when you finish the ride, you feel happy, you feel proud, you feel even stronger than what you were before.
And you even enjoy.
Exactly. The most, I think, the key to winning a competition is about enjoyment.
Yes,
Because if you think of it like a competition, so much work is there. When you start enjoying it and going with the flow, I think you will do amazing because you're into it. It's not something being forced on you. So yeah, my journey was like an amazing roller coaster, and I like to have it again and again.
Yeah, to sense the same proud
Yeah.
and the same achievement.
Absolutely, you will get more opportunities.
Before summing up this, I would like to thank all the people that have actually helped us be today where we are, which includes my amazing, smart, beautiful team members, my teacher, Miss Sonia ma'am, and my parents and peers who have actually, helped me be where I am today. And I would like to thank our amazing host, Miss Simran, for having us here today. And yeah, that's all.
And even our school for giving us the opportunity as well.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank
and
you.
Just believe in yourself, and you're gonna kill it.
Bye.
Thank you so much for sharing your inspiring journey with us. Congratulations once again to all the three of you on this remarkable achievement. Your journey reminds us that curiosity, innovation, and the teamwork have the power to turn dreams into reality. On behalf of ABC London and Scholarship Card, thank you for joining us today. We hope your story inspire countless young minds to dream bigger, explore further, and continue reaching for the stars. Thank you.